This is how Colombia's starting 11 has changed since Brazil 2014. For their first World Cup match against Greece, they played with Ospina, Armero, Yepes, Zapata, Zúñiga, Aguilar, Sánchez, Ibarbo, Rodríguez, Cuadrado, and Gutiérrez. A match. They won 3-0. In their last quarterfinal match against Brazil, they took out Aguilar and brought in Guarín. They lost this match 2-1 in the quarterfinals for the 2015 Copa America. Colombia started the tournament against Venezuela and from the starting lineup. Gutiérrez and Barrios, Guarín and Yepes were out, and Falcao, Baca, Valencia and Murillo came in. The match ended in a defeat 1-0. The last match of the tournament was played against Argentina in the quarterfinals. From the initial lineup, Falcao, Baca, Valencia, Sánchez and Armero were out, and Jason Martinez, Tecillo Gutiérrez, Ibarbo Mejia and Arias came in. The match ended in a 0-0 draw and a defeat in the penalty shootout. Their first match after the Copa America for the qualifiers was against Peru. From that starting lineup, Martinez, James, Ibarbo, Mejia and Zúñiga were out, and Baca, Cardona, Guarín, Sánchez and Fabra came in. Colombia won that match 2-0. For the Copa America Centenario played in 2016, the match was against the United States. In the starting lineup, they left out Gutiérrez, Guarín, Sánchez and Fabra and included James, Daniel Torres, Seba Perez and Farid Diaz. The result was a victory. Colombian victory 2-0. Colombia reached the semifinals where they faced Chile with a starting 11 that excluded Baca, Perez and Diaz to start with Roger Martinez, Cardona, Sánchez and Fabra. The match ended with a 2-0 defeat for the qualifiers. They removed Martinez, Cardona, Sánchez, Fabra, Zapata, Mase, and Arias. And they inserted Baca, Guillermo Celis, Seba Perez, Farid Diaz, Oscar Murillo, and Estefan Medina. Colombia won the match 3-2. In 2017, the starting lineup for the qualifiers against Brazil, they ruled out Baca, Torres, Celis, Perez, Diaz, both Murillo and Medina. Instead, Falcao, Cardona, James, Abel Aguilar, Cardona Sánchez, Fran Fabra, Davinson Sánchez, Christian Zapata, and Arias came in. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. In 2018, at the World Cup in Russia, Colombia ruled out Colombia 3-2. He left out Cardona, James, Aguilar, Fabra, and Zapata from the starting 11 and selected Izquierdo, Quintero, Lerma, Mojica, and Oscar Murillo. The match ended in a 2-1 defeat against Japan. Their last World Cup match was played against England, and Izquierdo and Murillo were taken out. In their place, Wilmar Barrios and Jerry Medina were brought in. In the match, Colombia was eliminated on penalties after a draw. 1-1. In the 2019 Copa America, Colombia played their last match against Chile. The starting 11 left out Quintero, Lerma, Cardona Sánchez, Mojica and Arias, who were replaced by Roger Martinez, James, Mateus Uribe, Tecillo and Estefan Medina. In the match, Colombia was eliminated on penalties in the quarterfinals. In the 2020 qualifiers, Maosi, Falcao Martinez, Jorge Sánchez, Jotas and Jorge Sánchez were out. Martinez, Tecillo, Davinson Sánchez and Medina. In their place, Luis Murillo, Duran Zapata, Lerma Mojica and Jason Murillo were brought in. This match ended in a defeat 3-0 in 2021. In their Copa America semi-final match against Argentina, Murillo, James, Lerma, Uribe, Mojica and Murillo were out of the starting lineup, and Luis Diaz, Cuesta, Tecillo played. Davinson Sánchez and Daniel Muñoz. In 2022, they played against Venezuela in the qualifiers. From the starting lineup, Zapata, Cuadrado, Cuesta and Medina were out, and they came in. James, Sinisterra, Lerma and Cuesta. The match resulted in a victory. Colombia's victory 1-0 in 2023. In the qualifiers, they played against Chile. This time, the starting lineup excluded Sinisterra, Barrios, Tecillo, Sánchez, Cuesta, and Ospina. And those who came in were John Arias, Kevin Castaño, Cristian Borja, John Lucumi, Jerry Medina, and Camilo Vargas. For the 2024 Copa America final against Argentina from the start, they removed Borja Castaño, Borja, Lucumi, Medina, and Muñoz, and started with John Cardona, Richard Rios, Mojica, Cardona Cuesta, Davinson Sánchez, and Santiago Arias. The game ended with a 1-0 defeat for Colombia and for 2025 in their match against Paraguay in the qualifiers. Cardona, Sánchez, and Arias were substituted out, and John Duran, John Lucumi, and Daniel Muñoz came in a match that ended in a 2-2 draw.